So the Raging Buffalo podcast almost died over the past month.
Are you sure it wasn't just the podcast?
No,
Okay.
it wasn't just the podcast, apparently. So we haven't done one of these in a while. And part of that is not because of coronavirus. No, instead, my body decided several times to fail at this thing called life.
Your body tried to kill you.
Yes, on several different occasions, actually. So about 3 weeks ago, I suffered a concussion. It was pretty gnarly stuff, but it wasn't horrifying because I still remembered everything.
It wasn't a bad concussion, but it was still a concussion.
But no concussion's a good one either.
Right. But it was...
I couldn't talk, really. Yeah. We couldn't do one of these.
Yeah.
That was right at the NHL trade deadline. Well, goddamn it. Fuck me, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. So, no, I've got to tell you something. The appendix is the most useless fucking thing ever.
That's absolutely true.
It is.
That is absolutely true.
I hate it, and apparently it hates you.
Yeah.
It claims one moment in your life where it decides, I'm going to try to kill you, and it does literally nothing else. And sometimes it doesn't even do that assassination attempt. Mm-hmm. It fails at everything. What are you there for, appendix?
I think I know the answer to it, but...
Murder is the answer.
Murder is the modern-day answer.
Yes. Okay, scientist. What the hell is an appendix for? Or what was it for?
Well, if you had ever paid attention in school, even though I barely did too, I was always told that the appendix was useful back in prehistoric times because it helped to digest raw meat.
Oh, and because we're not savages
and because
anymore.
we're not savages and we actually cook our meats, it's now pretty useless.
It also tastes better.
Yes.
When you cook it.
Yes.
Could you have imagined that?
No.
The first person to cook meat?
They must have been like, oh.
Ugh, check this out.
Ugh.
I just put this moose over the fire. They're not hunting moose yet.
It could be.
I put this buffalo over the fire.
Who knows where the first person cooked meat was? It could have been in Canada.
It could have been in Canada, and it could have been elsewhere too.
It could have been beaver.
There are probably 70 different people that first cooked meat.
Probably.
And we don't have anything official on that. But anyway, the appendix is useless.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So it helps out with eating raw meat. So if I ever have a problem, I can no longer eat raw meat.
You can't do that anymore.
Because it can't be processed.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think what I'm getting at here is that...
at least like a lot of it.
Again, here's what I'm getting at. My appendix tried to kill me.
Yeah, he had his appendix removed.
Yes, and listen, it was the dumbest fucking thing. Yes, this is a sports podcast usually, but sometimes we do other things. We had a 2-hour podcast where Zach and I talked about Star Wars. Okay, so you guys do listen for other things, and we still thank you for that. And yes, no, we're not dead. So almost, but not really. Mm-hmm. First off, if anyone's ever had appendicitis, never did I dream of the pain, and those people that have had it know what I'm talking about. That's terrible. It is the worst thing in the world. I somehow found the thing that was worse than a concussion, and I had a relatively fresh scale on how to judge it. I was ready to get back to work a week ago.
Yeah.
I was just recovering from the concussion. It was about 2 weeks, and no.
Then
No.
You just felt the pain of your appendix. That turned out to be your appendix.
Deciding, he goes, die. And, yeah, no.
Yeah, it's been a...
I hate appendix. I hate all appendix. I hate your appendix.
That's
Fuck you,
fine.
Frank's appendix.
That's fine.
And I hate anyone else's appendix that's still in their body. Why? Because at one point or another, it's going to try to kill you, or it's not.
Mine probably will.
And it's just going to be useless for the rest of your life.
Mine probably will at some point.
I mean, thanks, Frank. Way to. First off, I don't wish it upon anybody. Second off, screw all of you appendixes. So there's that. I've missed out on a lot of sports in the world.
There's a lot of things.
There's been a lot of things, and this is not necessarily going to be a catch-up podcast. This is just going to be us shooting from the hip, really, about what the hell's been going on, and me riffing about how stupid my appendix is. So,
when you first told me, I immediately thought that somehow like you suffering that concussion helped cause it. Like in terms of the actual incident of what caused the concussion.
You know what? Here's the dumbest part about this. You're not that far off.
Really?
I don't know if this actually was the reasoning.
So okay, so you got your concussion playing hockey.
Yes.
What you told me was during your game you fell backwards and hit the back of your head really hard on the ice.
Yes. Now, it doesn't work like that.
I know it doesn't work. I know it doesn't work like that. But did that fall also maybe when you fell backwards?
Indirectly, I have a theory as to why the appendicitis happened.
Yeah.
When I was concussed,
yeah,
I would sit at home
in
the dark, do nothing, and eat my sorrows away.
Yeah.
I had too much food one day.
Oh, okay.
I think I pushed something to piss it off because I decided I needed to eat 4 bowls of cereal and feel sorry for myself. So I'm thinking that the too much food caused something to move into there that pissed off the appendix, and then the next thing you know, 2 days later, bleh.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor.
No, neither am I.
I don't want to pretend to know this, but I do think that based on what has happened to me, I might have accidentally concussed myself into appendicitis. Because I needed to feel bad for myself and eat food.
I mean, it makes sense considering just how close they were together. Like, you're recovering, like, you suffered a concussion, and then just as you're recovering from it, appendix goes.
Yeah.
Like something else goes wrong. It's like, you can't not think that they're at least related in some way.
Not only could I have not bought a break, I think it's just indirectly related.
Yeah.
I think that I don't know. Fuck you, appendix. Because they are just random.
That's the moral of the story.
Moral of the story. I don't know how many more times I can say it. Jodas tu, appendix. There we go. I don't know how to say appendix in Spanish. I know how to say fuck you, but I don't know how to say appendix in Spanish. That's how much Spanish I remember from high school. I know how to say fuck you. Jodas tu. Madre joda.
Okay.
You little punto. Yeah, that's what I remember. The naughty words. So no, and the next thing is and I'm taking, like, I swear to God, because at the hospital my mom joked, bad things come in threes, And I said, I swear to God, if someone gives me coronavirus, I am slapping them so violently that they will get a concussion, maybe appendicitis attached to it, if they eat too much. I will mess up the person if they make me go into quarantine.
Oh, no.
I will mess mother effer up. Why am I holding back now? I will fuck your day up if you make me have to sit in quarantine.
No.
I am done being a patient. I'm done having to sit on some...
You're done having to stay at home.
I'm done staying at home, laying on a shitty bed that I can't sleep well in because my parents decide that they need to buy furniture that's from the fucking Flintstones, and they go with bedrock as their choice for bedding. The guest bed is basically a boulder with sheets and blankets on top of it. So, love you, Mom and Dad. Your furniture is terrible. I got to sleep in my own bed on Monday for the first time in like 3 weeks. It was the greatest feeling in the world. I cannot imagine. But no, fuck you, appendix. And if you give me coronavirus, I'm going to...
If somehow you get coronavirus.
You know what? No, I'm going to drop kick that person in the head. I don't even know if I'm physically capable of jumping that high. I'm going to make them
You'll find a way.
I'll make them sit in a chair. Then drop kick them in the face.
You'll be fueled by adrenaline and rage.
Yes.
You'll find a way.
I'll tie someone to a chair and then drop kick them to the face. I don't care. I'm done. I'm so sick of this. I'm recording for the first, like, I'm in front of a microphone for the first time.
Yeah.
In 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I don't care so much that we didn't put video up for this one. There's another reason behind that. But we'll get to that later. But mostly, I've missed a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And it's bullshit.
Yeah.
So how's your month been, Frank? Damn it. So yeah, there's the opening dialogue from that one. My monologue with Frank adding in his snarky asides. Like a little dick.
As I normally do.
As you normally do.
It has been a weird month, though. Like, just not even the fact, like, just not even the fact of what's going on. Like, with you dealing with your things, like, we haven't been able to hang out a lot, you know, as we normally do.
That's not weird. It's fucking stupid.
Yeah, it sucks.
This is what this is what friends do, by the way, is commiserate about the fact that we haven't been able to hang out.
Yeah.
Because my body decided to be stupid.
But the last month for me has been working both my jobs.
Yay. What's work like? What's it like to get a fucking paycheck? Because I haven't been able to do that shit either.
Hey, you're back doing it now. So now you know.
Oh, I know. Hashtag blessed.
You know, and then there's always the standard complaining about the Sabres or just the NHL in general. That's pretty standard procedure around here.
I have been allowed to watch the last couple of games, and they've been some questionable calls.
Yeah.
Hilariously questionable.
I'm doing the hockey series.
Yes, Frank's got a hockey series.
Yes.
First off, I will never play foot soldier. He plays ball hockey, for those that don't know or haven't watched the videos. Frank plays in a ball hockey league as the goaltender. And no, I can't run with a ball. I can't do that. I mean, I can play roller with a ball, and that's the minimum for me.
Mm-hmm.
Is that I need to be moving on some form of skate.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm running, first off, running's a punishment. I hate running. That's why I like to play hockey, actual hockey, because of the fact that I don't have to run. That's my form of exercise. I don't go running. Running is stupid. And now I have to run. Because here's the thing. I'm not very fast. If I deke somebody out, which that's a problem in its own right. I can't do that. If I get past you, the next thing you know, you're just faster than me. And you just have to take like 2 extra strides, and I'm suddenly caught up to, what was the point? What was the point? Stupid. Foot soldier. I look, not trashing anybody that does it. I'm just saying it's my personal philosophy. I don't get it. Anyway, Frank's got a video series about playing goalie in a ball hockey league. I don't like playing ball hockey, but he does. And that's the important part because that's content.
Because it's me.
Yes, and Frank is going to – I'm going to put the onus on you on this one to put the links to the videos in descriptions.
Yeah, I will.
Do that or in the tweets or something. I don't know. Figure it out.
I tweet out the links to them every week.
Figure it out.
And they're on my Facebook, too.
All right. Figure it out. I'm leaving it up to you.
Yeah.
I've been out of commission for 3 weeks.
The series is called Goalie Eyes.
Goalie Eyes. And it's more or less should we call it the Peyton cam? Because it's on your forehead, essentially.
Yes. Yeah, that's very accurate. Because I have
your eyes. It's up. It's up near like your forehead.
Well, kind of can't have it at my eyes.
No, I know.
I have to have it above my eyes.
You need those.
Yeah.
To play hockey.
Yeah.
But
I have cam. Yeah. I have a camera.
But Frank's even messing around with other cameras and slapping those around all over the place. So goalie eyes, it's not just goalie eyes anymore. You're lying now.
Not entirely.
Kind of.
Half and half.
The main portion of it, yes, but But then again, calling it something different is just not going to work.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess that's fair.
Yeah.
All right. So Frank's got a video series.
Yes.
We were talking a little bit too much about this.
Basically, we could call it vlogging my hockey games.
But that's not a good title.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yes, this sounds better.
If you got a better title for it,
let me know.
Let us know.
So yeah, started doing that.
So thanks for putting up, like, quite literally what has been the only content for the Raging Buffalo over the past month. Because somebody tried to die, apparently. So now I might just, like, slap people on Twitter that say, like, I want to die. No, you don't. Shut up. Because I was faced with that very real problem. And my answer was, no, I don't want to get this stupid appendix out of my body.
Are you going to use the Batman slapping Robin meme?
Maybe.
You should.
I don't know. First off, it's Twitter. I don't have enough energy for that. Because that's a lot of people. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Again. Coronavirus, drop kicking you. Drop kicking anyone. Make me have to sit around again. I'm done.
So I record those games every Tuesday night. That's when we play.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, so Frank's been putting up the only content on the Raging Buffalo so far. Trade deadline had come and passed from the last time that we were even able to talk to people or each other, and the what the Sabres do with those nice little pieces that they got. I say nice little pieces. I mean Dominic Cahoon and
Wayne Simmons,
and I mean, like, there's one nice piece in there, but I didn't hate the ideas of them buying at the deadline, but then what did they do? They immediately went and crapped their pants in their 4-game road trip. Great job, guys.
Losing 5 in a row.
Damn it.
Yep. Getting they get a shootout win over Washington, which they shouldn't have, but whatever.
They should have been able to win in regulation.
The funny thing is, I was all in for them buying at the deadline too. I was surprised that they did go for that rental. And I mean, technically they're both rentals, but Cahoon's an RFA, so I don't really consider him.
You have him.
Yeah, like
when you have negotiation rights,
you have him.
You have the player.
Yeah,
and there's only one time I've seen in recent history where the Sabres just walked away from an RFA, and that was Robin Lehner. And
yeah,
they shouldn't have. They should have been able.
No, they shouldn't have.
They should have been able to trade his RFA rights to a team.
Yeah,
that's a thing in the past.
Yeah, that's. But I was surprised that they went after Wayne Simmons. But seeing that it was just a 5th-round pick, I'm like, that's essentially nothing. So that's like a free 20 games for Wayne Simmons.
Here's the problem, though. Jason Botterill, unfortunately, this gets added on to the amount of forwards he has acquired that have not done what we would have liked them to even have a remote chance of doing.
Well, of course.
It starts with guys like Connor Sherry or Jimmy Vesey, and then Michael Frolik, and now Wayne Simmons.
Frolik has been the worst.
Oh, I know. But what I'm saying is they brought all these guys in that had relatively decent scoring totals, but they've all flopped. Some even got to play with Jack Eichel.
Yeah.
And they flopped hard. Jason Botterill, and we're not even bringing up the return of the St. Louis trade. Jason Botterill, it seems, for the life of him, cannot get a forward of middle 6 depth that is capable of adding scoring touch to this team. He acquires defensemen. He acquires defensemen that are serviceable or even
now
good.
It's.
But the guy can't put together a bottom 6 to save his life.
And now we got scoring touch.
We've got one player that is depth scoring touch right now out of trades, and it's Dominic Cahoon.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Out of all the players he's acquired from a trade that are forwards that are supposed to add scoring depth, he has literally gotten it from one player in Dominic Cahoon. And that has allowed Kruger the confidence to put Skinner back on the top line. Which, first off, it's great. You got 2 lines that you could actually view as potentially dangerous, the way that Cahoon has been playing with this team.
Yep.
and
Olofsson and Johansson.
Johansson, they've gotten along quite quickly.
Yeah.
And they've made fast friends.
Yep.
Because this team has not had a second line worth a damn this season, and that is included with Jeff Skinner.
Yeah.
Who has been snake bitten this year. At the end of the day, it just becomes one question. You think Bottrell's gone?
I'm more and more leaning towards yes.
I'd say so too.
But at the same time, I've also really gotten to the point with this team where the Pegulas need to look at themselves in the mirror and think, do they need to be better owners? Because I don't think they think that. I think because I don't trust them. I trust Jason Bottrell running this team more than I trust the Pegulas owning this team. That's where I'm at. Because if they fire Bottrell, do you really think they'll hire someone better?
Here's my thing.
Based on their history.
Hang on.
At least just running the Sabres.
There's literally only one thing that can make me go, okay, I'm not cheering for this team anymore.
They hired Peter Chiarelli.
Yes. You just read my mind.
I knew. The thing is, like...
And even the fact that I have to... Like, that name is being brought up by us.
I know.
That's pants-shitting terror.
I can name and I can think of... I can think like any retread hire that they would make. I think
because they would go that
suck.
way because they went with two that were in the last two
first
GM
year.
hires.
Yeah,
they were first-time GMers.
Yeah, they would absolutely go with that. Ray Shiro's another guy who's being talked, and I hate that idea just as much as I hate Peter Chiarelli.
No,
I hate it.
Peter Chiarelli started.
No,
remember we are Sabres fans.
I know,
and we have been laughing at Peter Chiarelli.
I know.
You know what the equivalent of that is?
I know. But I will put Ray Shiro in that as well. What has he done as a GM? The only saving grace he had was Crosby Malkin. That's it.
He got the Devils to the playoffs.
That was because of Taylor Hall.
He got Taylor Hall.
Good for you. You made one good trade.
So did Jason Bottrell. What bar are we clearing here, Frank?
So basically, if the Sabres hire Ray Shiro, it's gonna be completely the same.
Frank, they're a goddamn cap team, and they are possibly bottom 5 this year.
And look at and also look at what Ray Shiro's done after the Devils made the playoffs.
Yeah, it's true.
They've been awful. Like, they have no defense at all.
Mm-hmm.
You got lucky with getting Jack Hughes, but you shouldn't have been in that spot to begin with.
No, you shouldn't have.
You have Nico Hischier and Taylor Hall. Kyle Palmieri has been a great top 6 player for them. And then this summer, you got lucky with getting Jack Hughes. You made a really nice trade to get Gusev at the time.
Yeah, because
you did sign Wayne Simmons to that 1-year deal, and it was a lot of money, but like
it was still
1 year. And it was prove it, and also he wouldn't as long as he didn't play a major role.
You got a 5th-round pick out of a guy that you signed for 1 year.
Yeah,
that's not bad actually.
It's because Wayne Simmons has been
No, but you got a 5th-round pick out of
You got something.
So you basically summer you signed a 5th-round pick.
They haven't done anything on defense. That's been the biggest thing. They traded Vatanen. Vatanen's gone. Well, that Vatanen wasn't a Ray Shiro thing, but he traded for Vatanen, and that didn't really work out.
Bit him.
It didn't really work out. It didn't help that he had injuries. But like a lot of the Devils' defensive guys, defensive prospects aren't here.
All right,
and that's honestly, obviously a problem.
Less Shiro, more Bottrell here.
Okay.
I think is what we want to do here.
I don't see a difference between the two.
Okay.
And that worries me, especially if Bottrell does get fired and Shiro becomes the favorite to land the job. I don't see a difference between the two. So if that's the case, and if the Pegulas think the same way, which they probably don't, but they should, why would you fire Bottrell? Just give him the summer.
So there's something interesting about the Pegulas. And for me, I'm not all pissy about everything about the Pagulas. The in-game presentation hasn't been the greatest this year. Some of the theme nights, though, they really have hit it out of the park. The odd night was incredible.
They do.
They
do.
The 2000s night was
That was
elite.
fun. That was fun. I was at that game. It was fun.
I don't know what 2010's night's going to do because I don't know what you're celebrating.
Just have presentations of tanks.
You know what? That would actually kind of be badass.
That would actually
if they
work.
Straight up did something celebrating getting the first overall picks.
Getting Jack Eichel.
Last place.
Yeah.
Not only would that just be hilarious,
It would be.
it would also be a giant middle finger to the NHL. Be like, yeah, we did it. So what?
Yeah.
But then they go, so what? You haven't been in the playoffs in 9 years.
Yeah.
But I just there have been some times though that they've hit it out of the park. But you're seeing sometimes how tone deaf they are at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
They're raising ticket prices in some weird way, where it's quite literally you want to get close to the rink, you have to pay more. First off, closest to the rink seats suck. Change my mind. They do.
I'm not
They're
disputing
terrible.
that. I'm not disputing that.
Especially like if you get the corner and you're like in row 3,
Yeah.
and then you get the curved glass that's just messing with your perception and and eyesight.
You got to be like, if you're gonna sit in the 100 levels, you got to be at very least like 10 rows up.
Yeah, you got to be able to see all the goddamn
Just so you
action.
can see things.
You
Like
gotta see all the action.
I'd rather sit in the 300s.
Yeah,
Because I can see the whole thing.
yeah.
I can see the plays developing.
So raising the prices based on proximity to the ice, little foolish. You're actually like, with people like us, you're kind of calling a bluff.
Yeah.
And I just go, okay. So I don't really care too much about that. Like with what their weird raising of prices is. But I do have to look at this team and go, what are you doing sometimes? And trust me, I'm not going to go all like full Dwayne on this sort of thing. But at the same time, sometimes you got to look at this team and go, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Never go full Dwayne. But I'm not going to just like lose it over all this. I'm just going to scratch my head and go, guys, come on. Figure it out.
But I think that's
let me love you again.
that's going to end up continuing to be the issue. I don't think they will.
Now here's the thing. You can bungle all this stuff if your team's good.
Yeah.
Not that it's acceptable.
It's not great to do,
but it's able to be shuffled under the rug if the team does
It's
something
mitigated.
better.
it becomes less of an issue.
Than getting passed by the Devils, a team that you just traded a pick to for a rental player.
Yeah.
So that's where I land back on Bottrell. There's some times where he just doesn't look like he has a clue. The over-acquisitioning... nice job, words. The over-acquiring of defensemen, in particular right-handed shot defensemen, predictably bit them in the ass. Oh no, who could have seen this coming? Quite literally everybody. You had 12 NHL defensemen on your roster.
Mm-hmm.
You got a 4th-round pick in exchange for the abundance of what you had. That's it. And that 4th-round pick became even more useless Michael Frolik. Now, what you did, there was one benefit to all this. That was reminding us, oh, hey, Colin Miller's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's all you did. That's all you did was make us go, oh, why was he scratched during the season?
Yeah.
Over Bogosian. So, the positive in all of this still found a way to make us go, come on, guys. Every time we give you the gun, that does not mean point it at your foot and shoot it. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
And at some point, you got people going, stop buying seasons. Stop giving them the gun.
Yeah.
Stop doing it. look, people like to go to hockey games. Oh, no. Damn it. So people are going to buy season tickets still. Why? They love hockey. They love the Sabres. And they hope that there's something that's going to be better coming around the corner.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be that guy. Say, stop buying season tickets. No. Do what you want with your money. I don't have the money for it.
It's your money, it's your tickets, you do what you want with them.
Exactly.
If you're going to resell them, go right ahead and resell them, too.
If you're not going to go, or if you're not going to pay for them, then that's your choice.
Yeah.
Do what you want. You're an adult.
Yeah.
Part of being an adult is that you don't have to do what anyone tells you.
Yeah.
You make your own damn decisions, which is me telling you to make your own damn decisions. Don't listen to me. I have other people influence you for all I care. I don't care. You're an adult. You can buy ice cream in winter and eat it anytime you want. Why? Because that's what an adult can do.
Dairy Queen's open.
Day like today is actually a good idea. But you're an adult. Do what you want to do. If you want to get the seasons, keep them. If you want to give them up, give them up. We just want one thing and one thing only. We want the atmosphere of the playoff hockey to be here in Buffalo.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know, but Jason Botterill, I don't know if he's it, Chief. He's kind of showing that he's not.
I don't know too, and I agree. I agree 100%. It's just also the logistics of Topagulas as owners, as they're the ones who are going to be negotiating or who are going to be interviewing new GM candidates. Can you trust them to actually get it right?
And you asking this question makes me realize something. That answer's I don't know, and I'm terrified.
And that scares the living hell out of me too.
You want to know why? Because here's what I thought of. Doug Marrone quits after new ownership has been brought in.
Yep.
Who was the first hire they had?
Rex Ryan.
Blech.
Exactly.
You know what they did? And remember how I've said this before? How Boston is lucky that they have 4 competently run franchises at one time, and that they were a Bruins Stanley Cup Game 7 away from completing the quadfecta.
Yeah.
In a year's span, which would have been like just screw off. Oh, there are babies that are only 63 days old that haven't won a championship in Boston. Think of the children. Screw off. They're lucky because they get the hires for the competent people to run their franchises.
Yeah.
You know what happened? They got lucky. They hit on Sean McDermott.
They did.
And sometimes that's literally all it takes. The Sabres hired Phil Housley. He was seen as a good hire.
Yep.
The Sabres hired Jason Botterill to be the new GM after Tim Murray. It was widely seen as a good hire.
Yeah.
Luck plays into it.
It does.
That's why we can never predict everything correctly. However, if you hire Peter Chiarelli, I'm going to punch myself in the nutsack.
I will too.
Don't punch me in the nutsack. I'm already doing it to myself.
What if you punch yourself, I punch you, and then you punch me, and then I punch me? Then we each get 2 punches into the nutsack.
I'm going first because then it hits harder. I'm punching you first.
Okay. That's
okay?
fine. That's fine.
Because then every other punch is weakened after that. Okay? That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it. So, yeah, they actually have a disastrous record. Why? Because think about it, Frank. Teams that have competent franchises, how many coaches and GMs do they go through? Not many. Why?
Not many.
They hit on it.
Yep.
They got lucky.
Yep.
One team has managed to not have any of it. Whereas the Bills look like a stable group. Why? Because they hit on one man.
Yep.
That man helped get the suggestion of another man to be the general manager.
Yep.
And McDermott has had his flaws. You know who's there to back him up and make sure to clean up the pieces? Brandon Beane. Why?
So you know what that
got lucky.
So that to me could also suggest that if Botro does get fired this summer, or at least in the spring, Ralph Kruger should have a big say on who's the next GM.
Yes, because he doesn't look like a guy who's going to be coaching this team for a long time.
Yes.
Even if they're successful. Because he is an executive.
Yes.
He really talks like one all the time.
He does.
He's very able as a communicator, especially through the media, definitely with his players. They're just not talented.
I still think they're setting up Chris Taylor to be a head coach.
And that's exactly what I suspect might be happening here. I just don't know what the hell to do other than this. I'm going to still root for the team.
Yeah.
I'm still going to watch these teams' games. I'm still going to try to generate excitement from it. Why? Because I'm an idiot. Okay? Give me a break. I just had a concussion and an appendectomy. Okay? Let me enjoy some things. God damn it. I'm very, very sweary today. Connor Sweary.
I mean,
That's me today.
yeah.
More so than usual.
He had a lot of things happen.
I did. It's a lot of pent-up aggression, actually.
Yeah.
I need to be able to let it out. And I just, again, I don't know what to do with this team. This team doesn't know what to do with this team. This team doesn't know what to do with us. I don't know if they're going to get the right hire. But here's what I do know. All it takes is one. Because then one begets another.
That's it. That's true. That's true.
That's it. Bills hired Sean McDermott. He was stable enough that even despite starting Nate Peterman, he was able to survive everything that has happened to them. And even make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
One season. When we all thought at the start that they were tanking.
Yep.
Just, I don't know what you guys do. Just do something, and let's try to have some fun with it. I don't care about the NHL draft lottery. I'm sick.
Just show us that.
I'm sick of having to care about the draft lottery.
Yeah.
But you know what? Just show us something to give us a little bit of excitement in these last 11 games.
12
games.
Something like that.
Give us something to look forward to.
Give us something to cheer for.
I know what Eichel is. I know what he is. I know he's really good at hockey.
Mm-hmm.
And you ruined a fantastic season from him. Wasted it. But he's just getting started.
He's still getting better.
So I know what I got there.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Rasmus Dahlin, on a down year to start especially, has surpassed his assist total.
Mm-hmm.
He's 19.
Yeah.
Dude, he's 19.
He's 19.
So maybe we could back off the criticism there a little bit. He's literally still just a kid.
Mm-hmm. He still can't drink in this country.
Just drink in Canada.
He can just drink in Canada. That's it.
Like literally can only has started now. Victor Olofsson's got a nasty shot.
Mm-hmm.
Providing some scoring depth that you desperately have needed. Henry Jokiharju looks like a great trade from having Alex Nylander, who was not going to be anything here. Maybe he can be something in Chicago. I don't know, but at worst, it's a win-win. I don't know what else I have. Give me something. Players that I can look at next season and go, okay, I'm cool. Because I'm going to get excited.
You've got a goalie. Linus Ullmark.
You do have a goalie, but you need another. Carter Hutton, for as much as sometimes team defense does play into these things, they've actually done a really good job 5-on-5 of limiting chances.
Yes.
And unfortunately, Carter Hutton has just not been hit at all.
I want to say he's
been dreadful.
5-on-5. Well, I want to say his 5-on-5 save percentage has been not as bad as what his season's kind of telling him, as the season's been looking like, at least how we're making it out to be.
I just know that.
I know he's been, like, I'm saying is that he's been better than what we think, but
he
at the
hasn't been
same
good
time,
enough
you can
either.
still do better.
Yeah, he hasn't been good enough either. Not even close.
Yeah, he
Because
hasn't been good
at
enough.
his worst, he's been an unmitigated disaster.
Yeah.
And at his best, sometimes he still loses because the team scores 1 goal.
Mm-hmm.
And it was Eichel.
Yeah.
So,
Like, I think his 5v5 save percentage is like 914.
however,
Maybe it's gone down now.
However, your best penalty killer is oftentimes your goalie, is the mantra.
Yeah.
And they have the worst penalty kill in the league.
Yeah.
Michael Frolik stabilized the penalty kill a little bit. No, they were actually kind of getting some saves. And now they're not getting those saves shorthanded anymore, and therefore the penalty kill is back to booty trash. I don't know what's going to happen. But
Just re-sign Olmark.
give me something to believe in, I guess is what I need to say at the end of this. I'm still going to get hyped for next year. Why? I'm stupid, okay? Cat's out of the bag.
Year 3 of Dahlin, Olofsson, Reinhardt, Olmark, all
You don't even, here's the
they'll be
stupid-
back.
Here's the problem
Eichel
with me.
again.
Here's the problem with me. You don't even need to give me reasons to be excited. I'm still going to do it. Why? Because I like hockey.
It's true.
If you hire Peter Chiarelli, I'm just going to the Golden Knights at this point.
Fair.
I'm just going to frig off until you fire him. Just don't do it. You can even hire Ray Shiro, and I'm going to try to find some way to spin this into something okay. Why? I mean, like I just said, I'm stupid. That's something that's just going to happen, okay? I know this is a me problem. But who knows? Just give me something to believe in these last couple of games. The NFL draft is coming. I need to get back on my research.
Free agency is about to open.
Yeah, the tampering period starts next week.
Yes.
And then free agency shortly after that. I don't hate the Josh Norman signing for 2 reasons.
No.
1, it's not guaranteed. 2, they're trying to get their corner depth taken care of there first instead of in the draft.
They also re-signed Levi Wallace too, and it's just like the signing Kevin Johnson last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, yeah, it's more depth and infusing more competition into the spot.
Exactly. So
I don't have a problem with it too.
yeah, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
It's good. Bills are good. Everything's good.
Mm-hmm.
I need to get back on my draft research. So there's that too. All right. Announcement time?
Announcement time.
You got anything?
Not really.
The new video up yet?
No, I'm still editing it.
Frank's still editing the new video.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll hopefully tomorrow or Friday.
Okay, there you go. Frank's new video coming out tomorrow or Friday. There's Frank's announcement. See? Got something from you.
Yeah.
Okay. So here's something that was going on. This was going on behind the scenes before I decided that I didn't decide anything. My body
Before
just
your body decided to try to kill you.
deteriorate
Yeah.
from within. We had something going on with the 716 Sports Podcast.
You were on it a couple times before.
Here's part of the announcements. I'm not just on it as a part. I'm supposed to be a full member at this point. I'm supposed to be the 5th seat.
Yeah.
And reasons have kept me out of it
Yeah.
for a little bit. So, sorry, guys. I'll be back on Monday. But it actually, no, I won't be back this Monday for them. That's why we're doing this. Because I've got other things that I have to announce as well.
Mm-hmm.
But the Raging Buffalo is going to be absorbed into the 716 Sports Podcast for the 716 Sports Podcast Network. We are going to make things happen a lot more routinely now because now we're just going to be joining forces.
Mm-hmm.
With them, we're going to still do our thing. We're
Yep.
doing it with them. And it's very easy to have crossovers at this point.
Yeah.
Because we're just all going to be under the same banner.
Mm-hmm.
And it was awesome of Justin to be able to take us in, you, me, Kyle, Zach, the rest of the gang, and we're excited for this. Habanero Hot Takes kind of died because of the fact that, again, I was not able to help coordinate everything. This is unfortunately what happens when your so-called leader is bedridden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and at points, not even able to look at a phone. So there's that. We are joining in forces with the 716 Sports Podcast, and it's pretty cool to be able to work with Justin, Steve Bermel, Jeff Boyd, and the gang there to give them additional content and give us a spot to continue to try to pump things out for you as well. And now that we know what we need to do, well, we're going to get a designated day from them, and that's what we're going to do moving forward. So we are going to be doing that one. That'll be hopefully coming within the next couple of weeks now, because I was in the works of getting all that hammered out until I got hammered out of the lineup. Other thing to announce. I've also, before everything went down, been working with the team with the Geekiverse. Josiah Leroy and John Fick, those guys, they do a great job with everything pop culture.
Yeah.
And I was on with them talking about Jedi Fallen Order, the video game. So that was a blast of a time. I'm going to be back with them for drafting with drafts. So I'm going to be on a draft show of sorts.
That'll be fun.
What are we doing? Find out Monday. With the Geekiverse. So thanks to Josiah and those guys for allowing me to be part of their podcast as well. So I was a fairly busy person, and now it's time to get back in the swing of things.
Yeah.
Now that I'm out of bed.
Yeah.
So again, any one of you fuckers giving me coronavirus, I'm going to just destroy you. The slap. I will give someone a concussion at this point. I do not care. Don't mess with me and give me coronavirus. Do not just walk by me singing "My Corona," and the next thing you know,
drinking some Corona Light,
and the next thing you know, I'm patient fucking 0 in Buffalo. Okay, I swear to God. Again, destroy you, dropkick, face, my feet, your face, in a horizontal motion. So thank you for listening. I guess this is technically goodbye to the Raging Buffalo, but not for long.
Yeah.
It's not. I said it wrong. It's see ya more than goodbye. We're just gonna be
goodbye from here.
We're just gonna be part of something else.
Yeah.
Part of something better. And again, thank you to Justin and everyone for allowing us a chance to join them. And it's gonna be fun.
I'm super excited.
The hijinks that can happen from this.
Yes.
Because you and him, you and Justin, you're both goalies.
Oh, is he a goalie too?
So you know what this means?
Oh.
That you have a couple of dusters that can shoot on both of you.
Yes.
Steve Bermel put on skates for the first time with some Buffalo Buttes. That was some good video content. And I definitely know, I may not be good, but I definitely know my way around an ice rink and some stick puck. So maybe we have
ideas of mixing.
Maybe we have a shootout between the two of you. There's some ideas that we can do. It's gonna be some fun.
The ideas of doing some ice hockey videos and then ball hockey at the same time.
Again,
is there?
There's potential for some shenanigans.
I can't wait.
And that's when we'll bring the videos back.
Yes.
So we're ready to go. I've got
the GoPros as well for that.
It's unfortunate what happened.
Yeah.
But I wanted to
It's unfortunate we couldn't do it sooner.
And that's why I wanted to speak about everything. And
I
wanted to set the record straight as to what has happened. So for all of you that has ever watched or listened on the Raging Buffalo YouTube channel, just know that it's not going to exist for much longer on its particular channel. We're just moving.
That's all.
That's all. But that said, we're happy to. We're happy to move in and basically be tenants, Chargers to their Rams, so to say.
Just better.
The Jets to their Giants.
Just better.
We're just moving into a better Big Brother there, okay? So thanks, Big Bro. 716 Sports Podcast. You can follow them on Twitter at 716 Sport Podcast because Twitter doesn't have enough room. So there's that.
Stupid.
They have a Facebook page as well. Check them out there. We don't have a Facebook page. They have a Facebook page. See? Moving in with Big Brother. He's going to take care of us a little bit. And we're going to bring the stupidity. That is the favor that they ask back of us. So we're happy to do so. Thank you for watching. I guess technically thank you for watching.
Listening.
Definitely for listening. And you know what? I got one last thing I'm going to leave this on.
Okay.
And it's a jokey joke, okay? Instead of a baptism, okay, anyone that's religious is going to hate me for saying this right away. Instead of a baptism, every baby should instead get an appendectomy. So that useless fucking organ never terrorizes a single person in the earth ever again. Okay?
Okay.
That's how it goes. I'm Derek.
I'm Frank.
And I hate your appendix.